Guys, and welcome back to the Big J channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Newfeel's wash bag. I haven't done one of these reviews in a while. I'm a little bit rusty. I hope I'm going to include everything. Let's get to it. Okay, so here it is. This was bought at the end of 2016. I don't know if they changed the models by the year. I bought this in Decathlon. In Madrid. Cost about, I think it was 11, maybe 12 euros. I see that it's currently advertised for £10 on the UK Decathlon website. So it's made by Newfeel. Just about make out their logo in that black there. Quality wise, not terrible, but a little bit on the cheap side, if I have to be honest. It's stretching a little bit. I've had this for about 6 months. It doesn't show any, except for the stretching, doesn't show any kind of signs of wear on the corners, which are the usual places. It's this bit, which is the elasticated part, is still pretty elasticy and in its original position. I wouldn't rate very much the glass. I was very careful. It's not actually glass, it's plastic inside there. Let me just pull this out. Oh, should I not? Maybe. It's, as you can see, can I get that on the camera? It's flexible, so it's not glass. Have to be careful, very easy to scratch it. It did come with a film on, but with the film, like sometimes I like to keep the film on, but with the film it was really misty, you couldn't really use it, so I had to remove it. Okay. Hopefully I can get this back in. Okay. Right, so it's got quite a lot of compartments. It's got the mesh. As far as weight goes, I was trying to think how to describe this. I'd probably say like the same weight as a large cotton shirt. I don't know the exact weight. I had a guess. I would say somewhere between 100, maybe 150 grams. It's 200 grams maybe, maximum. That's a guess. Okay. So you have this pocket on the front. There's a bit of a strange design here, but yeah, okay, it works. The weight goes down as obviously there's a hook at the top, and so you fix that onto a hook on the wall, and then unzip this and open that, and that's the direction of the force of the weight with all your stuff inside. So as you can see, there's another mesh compartment here. The mesh is not really up to much, if I have to be honest. It's very plasticky. It is, I think, pure plastic. If you're going to be careful with this, like looking at quality, if you're going to be careful, I would say, yeah, it'll probably last you somewhere between 2 and 5 years if you're really careful. If you're rough with it, it could last as little as 6 months. Yeah. So, and the other thing is that when the weight is pulling down on the wall, as you can see, this section here has not been designed very well. There is something in there, like pipe, to reinforce it, but it really doesn't do the job. When I've got all my weight in and you're pulling on this, you basically end up with this strange, like this, and also you have to keep this closed all the time, because the weight transfers down the back of here, but when you come to the back, it's actually on the front there. So you can see this. That's the way that it'll look when it's hanging on the wall. It's not good. But it's a compromise, because at the end of the day, the price for this, I'd say, is very good value for money for £10, 12 euros. That's probably changed recently, but no, it's certainly not the best you can buy, not by a long way. I'm also going to be reviewing a Quechua pronunciation, hopefully sometime in the future, which is a much better quality wash bag, about the same price, and also for sale from Decathlon. But anyway, I'll get to that in another video. So as you can see, you had a good look around. This is the wash bag / travel organizer from Newfeel, sold primarily through Decathlon stores. I am, just like to say, I'm not being sponsored by Decathlon. I am just a very happy user of their products. I'm always very happy when I take stuff back to the store and there's no arguments. I mean, that may not be such a big deal in many parts of the world, but when I lived in Spain and Madrid, taking things back to shops was a big deal. They didn't like it at all. So Decathlon was the saviour in that respect. It's also got this hook at the top. Again, you still suffer from the same problems of the weight issue. They could really, if you put some kind of metal frame in this, if Decathlon is watching these reviews, some kind of metal edge or frame, or if this part here was to connect to the back, if we can, I don't know if it's black, I don't know if it's coming up well on this camera, but if this part here was connected, here, you could hang it from the wall much better. So I've been able to get a surprising amount of stuff in it, but as you can see, it's stretched. So that's what you get when you pay this much, I guess. The other one is much simpler. The other one I'm going to review is much simpler. It is the same price, but it's much simpler, and it definitely doesn't store this much stuff. Okay, so am I happy with it? It's a great starter one, certainly. I will be looking to upgrade to something more durable in the future, but I think I'm going to see how long this one lasts. Durability out, well, we'll leave that. Quality wise, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. 2 stars, I guess. Space wise, I give that a 4 out of 5. And looks wise, well, that's subjective, isn't it? Personally, I think this looks quite good. I give it a 4 out of 5. Let me know if you're thinking of buying this. Let me know if you have bought one, what your experience has been. If you have any questions, I can answer the questions in the at the bottom about dimensions, or I should maybe have included that. Any questions you have about this product, just let me know, and I'll try to answer them. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, and visit my Patreon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.